leader. So as I walked in and saw all of you guys, it just makes my heart so happy. I'm so proud of you for being here. Thank you so much for making the effort. So yeah, like she said, I am one of the stay-at-home moms. We named Scentsy. It started in our basement. Our husbands, so starting it was me and my little brother Troy, his wife Kara. So we were the two original, and then yes, so started in our basement. We named it. We came up with the idea for melting wax, highly scented wax chunks in warmers, and named the Scentsy bar. But you would laugh. Our first catalog, all the first little things were hilarious and lame, and like literally to see what it is 20 years later, you guys, we did this together. It took every single one of us working together to make it what it is today, and you should be very proud of yourselves, whether you're brand new or whether you've been here a long time. Thank you so much for your contribution to the Scentsy family. I have to tell about how we met Orville and how that all came to be, because it's just such a special part of the story. So we came up with the idea, had all right, we have this idea, now how do we sell it? Which maybe some of you felt that way when you first joined, like I got my starter kit, now what, you know? And so we had tried retail, but no one knew what a wickless candle was back then. And so then I had done some party plan companies before, so I'm like, maybe we should do some, consultants and party plan. We had 8 original consultants before I met Orville, and only one of them is still around. It's kind of cool, but anyway, so, and then we started doing fairs and shows, because we thought this is something that needs to be person to person. We need to explain what this is, because it was so new. But back then, on our banners and logo, we had the authentic Scentsy logo, but we also said on our banners, the hottest new thing in candles. And in my mind, I mean, brand new, no one knew what it was, but I thought, you know what? This really could be the hottest new thing in candles, and I had a big dream. And that's what I want all of you guys to do with your businesses, is dream way bigger than you could ever imagine. Because look at this, I mean, our little dream, we are having a global incentive, or a global SFR. We're in several countries, I mean, it's just, I never imagined, never dreamed that it would be what it is. And so dream big with your business too. And so anyway, we're at this show, and we only got in the show because we said that they said we only have room where there's food. Aisles or something. Anyway, we're like, well, we have apples on our warmers, and they let us so anyway, but we were there, and there was, so Orville's story, he was very in debt from 9/11, and had told Heidi, I think you need to, file for bankruptcy. Heidi's like, no way. And he had come to the show. He told the promoter of the show, here's a check to pay for the booths, but the check's gonna bounce. And he said, but if you let me work the show, I'll come back and buy back the check with cash at the end of the show. And she had a good relationship with him and told him yes. And then she said, I have an extra booth that they didn't show up. If you have another product, you can throw it in that booth as well. So that happened to be the booth that was right across from us. And any of you who've done shows know you kind of make friends with your neighbors, right? Mm-hmm. So this whole time, there was the little handheld games across, and his 14-year-old niece was there demonstrating them. It was literally a table with the games stacked up and a TV and her demoing them. And I with my little girls, so my oldest daughter at the time was 7, or 9. I had a 9 and a 7, and like a 5 and a, I don't know, let's see, Carly, you were born in 2002? Okay. You were a yeah, I had these little girls that I thought they would love that video game. So anyway, we were doing our thing and telling people who, when we would show them the square bars back then, have you ever heard of Scentsy? They're like, is that cheese? We're like, no, this is wax. You put it in the warmer. Anyway, I saw Orville come over and check on his niece, and so I knew he had something to do with the booth. And then I took a little lunch break. I sat down on a bench, eating some lunch, and he had come over to check on the table, and then he sat on the other end of the bench. Well, me thinking, I want one of those games, he has something to do with this, I'm like, hey, like, is that your booth? And we struck up a conversation, and literally that day changed my life forever. I'm so grateful to Orville and Heidi. They were born to run Scentsy. They have minds that are literally amazing and the biggest hearts of anyone in the whole world. And through 20 years, I have watched ups and downs. I've seen Scentsy go through like, okay, we're out of warmers, what are we gonna do? Like all the different things. I am here to tell you, they have our backs. They love every single one of us. And it's not just, they could have put this on in, hurry and make a big buck fast, whatever. They did not do that. They are protecting us and they are here for us, and it's not just for 5 years, 10 years, whatever. It's for generations. And my girls are all consultants now. They are they do shows with me. They're like, Mom, you're doing this way too hard. You gotta do this. It has literally been such a blessing. And my husband, Greg, he's always just in the background. He is like, can I take pictures? Like, he's so sweet. But Scentsy would not be here without him too. I love him so much. In 2009, he was able to quit his full-time job. He'd been at there 20 years. And he does Scentsy with me, and he is my best partner and my best friend. And thank you to all of the significant others who are supportive. You deserve a big And last couple little thoughts. I don't want to take too much time, but I just am so excited about the future of Scentsy. You guys, at our first reunion, I don't know, we had like maybe 12 people, I don't know, not very many. But we had crock pots we brought to a park, like this, one of those things. But if we could have seen where we were, we're going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 years from then, we would have never believed it. And I'm just so excited about where we're gonna be. And us in this room, us here at this reunion, we are the ones who get to decide what the next 20 years look like, right? And we get to motivate our teams. Our love and enthusiasm for Scentsy is what will decide the next generation, the next 20 years, the next 50 years. And I will be here. You'll see me with my walker. I will be here. Like, I am not going anywhere. Scentsy is so in my heart, and I am just so proud of everybody. You really are a family. And there's just nothing more special about the feeling in Scentsy. People help each other. We love each other. The Scentsy spirit, the Scentsy culture is something very special to be part of it. So much more than wax and warmers and things that make your house smell good. Yet that is something we have to offer in this world that sometimes seems darkening and hard and scary sometimes. We get to be the light. Look at all of you guys in your yellow shirts. Like, you are the light. You can take this product, your smile, your love, your enthusiasm to everyone you know and share it, and we can bring not only awesome scents, but we can bring love and something special to everyone. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you for joining our little idea and believing in our dream and being part of this amazing company. I love you so much, and we're gonna have an awesome week.
Yeah.